Hello. Right, I thought I'd do a quick video today about chord tone improvisation, so taking a solo and actually being able to follow the chord progression underneath. So I'm going to start really simple today. I've done a ridiculously simple little loop pedal thing here, which is basically Stand By Me chord changes in the key of C. So C, A minor, F, and then G. That'll just keep going round and round and round, and I'll probably talk over that and you won't be able to hear anything. But anyway, that's what that sounds like. That's a C chord. We're on A minor now. 2 bars of each. And then F. And then on to G. And then just loop back round to C. Okay. So you could just take the C major scale or the C major pentatonic scale, which I'll put in the I'll put a tab in the description of. But it's nice to be able to actually hint at some of the chord tones using arpeggios or just targeting certain notes within that as you go. So for example, on the C chord, you could think about the E note, which is either there's various places you can play it, either the 2nd fret of string 4, 5th fret of string 2, 7th fret of string 5, 9th fret of string 3, right at the top there, 12th fret, string 1 or string 6, they're all over the place. So if you know your minor pentatonics, major pentatonics in the key of C, all you need to then do is try and focus that note during those 2 bars. So here we go, we'll go to the beginning again. So I'll play something, if I can get this technology working. So here's the E. Okay, works over the next chord as well. But now that's the F. You kind of want to hit the F note, and then the G note over the G chord. Let's go back to E. Still hitting the E note, because it's part of the A minor chord as well. Then you feel like you want to go up to the F chord, and you could go down to the D, which is in the G chord. So, I thought I deleted that loop, but I didn't. So right, the main things you want to know now is what notes form the arpeggios for those chords, so you know what to target. So in the C chord, you've got C, E, and G. So you want to be, wherever you're playing, whatever scale shape you're using, you want to know where those C, E, and G is. And the easiest way to do that is to learn your chord shapes up the neck. So for the C chord, you've either got here, every one of those notes in that chord is going to be either a C, E, or a G. Okay, this, another C one, every one of those notes is going to be a C, E, or a G. This one, and even with the optional top C, all of those notes are either C, E, or G. Your standard bar chord like that, and your top one here, like a D shape. And that's the same, you start repeating yourself from that point onwards. So once you know where all those are, you can actually just use those. A minor is the next one. You need to do your A minor at open position there. The next one's not particularly useful, just basically the bottom of that one. We'll go for this, 5th fret bar chord. Then up here, the A minor still, which is like a D minor chord shape, but slid all the way up. A minor, where have we got to? Oh yeah, the next one's a little bit strange. We won't think about that. As long as you know where the notes are, you're okay. 12th fret bar chord, like that, which again is just a 12th fret version of the A minor chord. F, 1st fret, like that or like that. Up to the D, again that's kind of like a D chord shape, if you can see that. From there you've got like a C chord shape moved up, so become an F, another F, another F, and then you're back to where you started. I didn't go through those notes. A minor was A, C, and E. F, you're looking for F, A, or C, all of those notes all over the place. And in G, you're looking for G, B, or D. Okay, so they're all G's, B's, and D's. So are they. So are they. I'm getting lost now. So are they. So are they. And then you're back to square one, which is like playing a G chord way up top there. So knowing where those notes are is not so easy. It takes a while to learn those, but once you've got them, then you can start mixing it up. So I'm just going to talk through what I'm doing as I play along again, if that's alright. So here's the loop starting on the C chord. I'm just going to use, to keep it simple, the C major pentatonic, starting on the 8th fret with my pinky, going up to the next string, do a 5, 7, 5, 7, next string, 5, 7 again, 5, 8, 5, 8. Now, I'm going to have to add in a few extra notes as well as those in order to get some of those chord tones out. I'll kind of shout that out as I go along, but basically I'm using that scale as a framework and adding in a few other notes. Here we go, from the top. C, C again, part of the A minor chord. A, part of the F chord. Go out of the framework to a B, part of the G chord. Then back to a C. Go up to the A again, but the next octave up. Obviously the F is going to sound nice for the F chord, and the G is going to sound nice for the G chord. Okay, let's go for the E note. Jump straight onto a C for the F chord. Sorry, that's the F chord. I'm one out of sync. There's the D. Once you start getting more advanced, you can do your normal stuff, but then just link it to notes that you want to hit. I'm still on a C at the top there. Ended that on an A. Target that G for the G chord, and so on. So your ear will do a lot of the work once you've done it, and the chord progressions get a lot more complicated than that, obviously. So, but the best thing I can suggest in getting that down, so you can not have to think about it so much, is learning the chord shapes. And if you can visualise those all over the neck in every key, then when someone says, oh, here's the chord progression, take a solo, you don't just have to go, oh, it's kind of in E minor, so I'll do my usual, that kind of stuff, which works. And there's nothing better than that sometimes, but if you know what's going on, then you know when to deviate from the chords and do your own thing, and do like a little repeating lick, and you know also when to just play it safe, play something melodic and nice. Anyway, I'll jam for 20 seconds or whatever, and the video will stop and fade out during that, because I'll probably make a mistake. That's when I'll fade out.